Hello, my name is Adam and I will be demonstrating how the site GooruLearning is an excellent tool for collaboration within the digital setting. Looking over the site, we can see different classes Guru offers for teaching. Within each class subject are examples of templates of existing lessons that have been created by teachers. As we scroll down, we can see some of these options. For instance, pre-algebra, we can see some of the topics include the number system and expressions and equations. Later in the presentation, I will demonstrate how to use these resources and lesson plans to create your own personal lesson plan for your class. Before we create lesson plans, we need to sign in Guru. So, we scroll up to the top of the homepage, GooruLearning.org, and we select Sign Up. Once we create that account, we can use Login to log into the Access Guru. Also, notice the Study Now box located right here. This is what your students are going to select when they're ready to view your lesson plans. A student will simply click the Study Now box and enter in the class code, which I will talk about later. To sign up, we click Sign Up where a window appears. We then can either sign in with a Google account, or you can sign up with your email address and create your own Google account. Both ways are simple and easy to use. I currently have a sign up with Google account, so I will choose it. And I will select my email address, which is mcdaniel.edu, which is a Google account. And now I am logged into Guru. Once an account has been created, we're now ready to interact and use GooruLearning. The basic setup for Guru is for the teacher to create a lesson or activity for the students. Once a lesson is created, students can log in using the Study Now box at the top of the screen that I explained earlier. Class code is created for students to use, and in order to log in once the lesson has been created. So let's get started. Before we start searching and customizing, we must first create a class. Easy to do. We select the Teach link at the top of the site, and an option will appear to create a new class. I've already created 2 other classes from which I have lesson plans in. I will use the 6th grade 5th period for this example. Once the class is set up, we're ready to start searching for lessons. If we are looking for an existing lesson or the lessons that Guru offers, we can click the Discover link at the top. With the Discover link, we can now choose our class subject of interest. Currently, I am interning in a 6th grade social studies class learning about the fall of Roman Republic. So that would be social studies, ancient civilization, Greek and Romans. And as I scan through the sources, I notice the fall of Republic. So let's see what the lesson title, The Trouble in the Republic of Rome, has to offer. There are several options that are present at this point. By selecting the title, located here, I can open the entire section of videos, text, and other sources the lesson has to offer. I can assign this lesson from this page, or I can customize what sources I use in the lesson, either adding or deleting sources and activities that are within the lesson. Below is a list of sources that the lesson has to offer. There is a search icon located above the title, where I can also search for additional resources that Guru has to offer. So let's pretend that we like this exact lesson plan the way that it is. We'll talk more about customizing later. So I will click the title, and playing the lesson plan is a preview for what students will see. To assign the lesson to the students, simply click the Assign link below the play button. The play button simply previews the lesson. Once you click the Assign link, a window should appear, located here. Here the window says to highlight and copy the link displayed in the box and paste the URL in a separate tab so the students can view the lesson. However, this is not necessary to do because a class code is given under the Teach link located on the home page, which I will talk about later. Below there are options to select a class to assign this lesson to. I would choose 6th grade, 5th period. If you would like due dates associated with your assignment, you can create them here as well. Once we have selected the appropriate options, we click Assign. This window simply asks, would you like to assign this to another class? So we can exit out. The lesson is set up and ready to go. All the students need is the class code to access the link. To find the class code, we select, we must first exit out, select the Teach link located at the top, find the class that we assign the lesson to, and located here is the class code that the students will need in order to log in to your lesson plan. So now I'm going to go through the lesson plan that I assigned as if I was a student. So I will copy the class code. I will select Study Now. I'm just going to ask for my class code. And here is the Trouble in Republic of Ring. I currently already had it pulled up. So now I will click on the lesson plan. So, clicking Study to begin the lesson plan. Before every activity, there are directions that are given. These can be customized within the customization link within the teacher section, but I will go over this later. So, I'll read the directions. There's a video there that I can go through. There's text. There are also tools located up here which are teacher and student tools. The Add button allows teachers to add, well, first I would have to log in, but allow me to add sources into the lesson plan, such as activities and readings, text, videos, quizzes, etc. But since I'm a student, I can't log in and I can't add anything. I have info here, which again is nothing new. It is only the lesson plans that have been assigned. I can share it. I can ask for narration, which is the directions again, and also navigation. I can go throughout the site or throughout the lesson plan and go back and forth from each activity. So as I go through the lesson, reading and learning, I eventually will come to the end, maybe. I have to answer some questions. And there, I'm at the end. The final thing I would like to show you about Guru is organization and customization. If you were to use GooruLearning a lot, it would be easy to build up a mess within the class section. To organize the lesson, simply click the Organize link at the top of the home page. So I'm going to return as teacher logged in, select Organize, and now located here and here I can create class folders, which I've already done. Simply select Create Folder, type in the folder name. I already created Rome, I'm just going to make one up, Greece, and there's a class folder. So here's the lesson that I've taught. In order to move it into the folder, I simply select the Move link. I select the folder I want to move it to, and my work is now organized. Now let's pretend you want to customize your lesson plan. Here's how you do it. Select the Organize link at the top of the page. Once that is open, select the desired lesson plan you wish to customize. So let's just go right back in. I like to customize this one. Here are the options to add activities, which can be done by selecting New Resources, which if I were to click on it, I can add URLs. I can also upload things from my computer, from file. I can upload from the computer, or I can search. I can also add questions, which is the same thing as adding any kind of source, only you're limited to what you can do. It's easier just to create a file and then upload it with new resources. Also, if I wish to delete some of the sources that are given, I simply scroll down through them until I find one that I don't think would be beneficial, such as the map activity. I found it to be confusing and not clear. So I can simply select remove and OK. And that is how you're going to customize each lesson plan. And also, what you may want to do is, if you find that a lesson plan has not worked or is unsuccessful in progress, you can delete it. This is simple to do by either selecting the title and simply selecting delete. To verify that you want to delete this lesson plan, you simply type in the word delete in the window that appears, and yes, I'm sure, and boom, it's gone. This is the other one I had pulled up. Same lesson plan, I could delete it if I wanted to. Delete. Goodbye. So by doing this, this allows you to organize, customize, and remove unwanted lesson plans that you make. So those are really the basic need-to-knows of GooruLearning and how the collaborative tool can be used in an educational setting. One of the positive impacts GooruLearning presents to students is the fact that differentiated learning takes place, since there are a variety of different tools and resources given within each lesson plan. Students can use either video, text, or visual aids like the map in order to better understand the information. Another positive is that students can work at their own pace, taking as much time as they need to finish the lesson, unless it's assigned during school. And they can go back to the information whenever they have access to a computer. Now, here enters the two problems I see with GooruLearning. One is, obviously, if students do not have access to a computer, then they cannot use GooruLearning. Another problem I feel GooruLearning has is there's not a way to identify which students are completing the lesson and which students are not. Since there is not a login for students, there is no way in which teachers can measure student effort and progress. But since GooruLearning is free to use, this means that there cannot be a student login, so there is a trade-off with positive and negative in that area. My overall feelings towards GooruLearning is that it is a fantastic collaborative learning tool in which students can actively engage in learning by means of technology and differentiated learning. It is free and simple and easy to use, which is user-friendly. The only drawback to GooruLearning, like I said, is the fact that there is no tool used to track student participation and student growth. I hope you enjoyed this screencast, and I hope it was very beneficial to you.